A warm welcome back to your latest industry recap. Today there's a new aircraft order, flights being cancelled, airline expansion and more. But getting right underway with a new aircraft order, and that comes from Air Niguini, which have announced a deal with Airbus to commit to the A220 series for future fleet planning. A total of 6 A220-100s have been ordered from Air Niguini directly from the Airbus plane maker as part of growth plans. Meanwhile, there'll be 3 A220-300s and 2 A220-100s acquired from third-party lessors, thus increasing their future reliance on the popular single-aisle type. Air Niguini plans on operating its Airbus A220s across the domestic and also regional networks that it currently has to its name. The company believes thanks to its commitment to the jet, it'll be able to deliver greater capacity increases and also further operational reliability. While the Air Niguini network is already pretty expansive, adding the A220 will open up new route possibilities from its capital, Port Moresby. The focus will be on new potential destinations towards the Asia-Pacific region, which it believes harbors a lot of future potential. The A220, according to Airbus, is a very modern airliner in its size and category, being able to carry between 100 to 150 passengers on flights of up to 3,450 nautical miles or 6,390 kilometers. When taking a look at the Air Niguini fleet, well, it operates a very modest 12 in-service aircraft, with its largest fleet types when measured by active units actually being a part of the Fokker family. But soon the airline will welcome 2 Boeing 787 Dreamliners, and alongside these announced Airbus A220s will really modernize and transform the fleet to be one of the most modern in the Oceania region. You can let me know your thoughts on the commitment down below in the comments, but moving along to All Nippon Airways, which have announced that they've been forced to remove flights in 2024 from their schedule as they do continue to see many implications from the ongoing Pratt & Whitney engine crisis, something that I feel like has been a mainstay in the aviation world in 2023 if we're taking a look at the biggest headlines. As a result of these implications, 30 flights per day between January 10 and March 30th of next year, this will be applied across domestic and international services, with the expectation that a flight reduction across the network will come in at 3.6%. ANA says they've been given no choice following instructions from Pratt & Whitney over the PW1100G-JM engines. On your screen now, I will be providing you with an overview of the domestic routes and also international routes that will see reductions. You'll be able to see the percentage of the flight reduction for each month period, and at the end, there will also be a tally of the total flights impacted. As you can see, while it may not be, say, a massive percentage point, it is still pretty impactful. ANA will really see cuts right across the network, with high-frequency routes taking the biggest hit. The carrier says that the focus will be on cutting capacity on high-frequency routes thanks to the already increased nature of operation between these respective city pairings, and therefore it believes that services with maybe only, say, a couple flights a week can be spared to really retain a robust operation to these destinations. ANA does note it is prioritizing the safety of its customers above all else. The carrier will therefore monitor the ongoing situation. With monitoring, it'll address and apply any appropriate measures that may be required. ANA further announced that the operational impact of the inspections from March 31 will be provided in the financial year 2024 business plan revealed at the end of January 2024. Qatar Airways, in some positive news, has announced strong performance levels for the first half of 2023-2024. The first half of the year results were revealed thanks to a routine press release and saw the company record a net profit of USD 1.026 billion for the first half of the fiscal year. Thanks to these results, it actually represents a 113% increase for the same period 1 year prior. Meanwhile, if you are interested in hearing about total group revenue, well, there were increases of over 7.4% over the previous year to USD 11 billion. Passenger revenues also rose 28.5% over the previous year as the company increased global services. This was reflected thanks to higher load factors reaching 83.3%, as well as more people choosing to fly the Doha-based carrier. Total passengers carried for the first 6 months ending in September 2023 increased to 19 million. Qatar Airways has made several changes to its global route network as part of continued expansion efforts, with new routes being announced as part of a March expansion. In addition to this, 11 further destinations were revealed to be resuming, which included the likes of Beijing, Birmingham, Buenos Aires, Casablanca, Osaka, Tokyo, Haneda, and many more. Our final story of today sits with Thai Airways that have announced an international route network expansion from December 1 by adding Bangkok to Istanbul. The route was announced at a launch ceremony attended by the Thai chairman of Plan Administrations. In attendance was also the ambassador of the Republic for Turkey to Thailand. TG 900 will depart Bangkok at 11:45 p.m, arriving into Istanbul at 6:05 in the morning the following day, with those times being respective to their cities. After spending most of the day on the ground in Istanbul, the return flight as TG 901 will depart at 4:30 p.m, arriving in at 5:35 a.m. the following day. The service is set to fly daily between the city pairings and will commence, just to remind you, on December 1. Thai Airways says the route will allow customers to be immersed in Istanbul's rich cultural and historical treasures. Additionally, the city will act as a critical intercontinental travel hub that'll link Asia, Africa, and European cities through the all-important Star Alliance network. Per Cirium, the A350-900 will be deployed on the daily flight if you are interested. That is going to conclude today's aviation news recap. If you have any thoughts on the aforementioned topics, whether that be around a new order from Air Niguini for the A220 or potentially something else, you're more than welcome to drop them down below in the comments. Like I always say, I can't thank you enough for the persistent support that you have been showing. It has been noticeable, and the channel has definitely grown in recent months, more than I've seen in a significant period. So for that, I owe you a truly big thank you, and I hope you've been enjoying the content. Please do stay tuned on the channel at the same time tomorrow, where there will be another pretty large aviation news recap for your faces. Thanks again, please take care and be safe, and I'll see you next time.
And we'll fly.